Hey YouTube, it's your boy Widgie here, coming at with another casted game, and it is with Nagatoro versus Swisher Guts. And I've got to say, Nagatoro currently ranked 12 on the ladder right now, and he pretty much plays all of the civs that I play at the moment, apart from Ethiopia, which you're watching right now. So he plays Hausa, Lakota, Inca, Ethiopia. He's basically my kind of idol. If I could be anyone and one I'd esteem to be on the ladder, it would definitely be Nagatoro. So let's see how this goes. And I actually don't know who this person is. People have been saying it's definitely a Smurf. I can't say for sure. If you guys know Nagatoro, if you're watching, please reach out. It'll be awesome to get some tips from you and stuff like that, especially as I'm going to be trying out Ethiopia in the near future. All right, let's get into this. So, of course, on the top left part of the map, we have Nagatoro here playing as the Ethiopians in the Cyan. And on the bottom right part of the map, we have Swisher Guts, recently in the ECL, and we can see that he is playing the Portuguese. And the game is struggling a little bit there for some reason, not too sure why. Swisher Guts ranked around 90th position, something like that on the ladder, so a bit of a difference here. But let's see if Swisher Guts can actually take this game from Nagatoro here, and let's see what they're going to be doing. So Nagatoro, let's have a quick check back. Has just opened up, of course, putting the livestock market at the back of the TC. I really recommend this if you're playing Hausa or Ethiopia. If you lose the livestock market, it's really, really bad. Let's just put it that way. It's your market. It's the way that you can actually sell your cattle. And if you lose it, it's very expensive to rebuild. It's 200 wood. So make sure to put it in a defensive position behind your TC. We can see Nagatoro here going for the 1v1 card, 1v1 deck here, the mortar deck. And let's have a quick look at that right now. He is going for the Trinity card first, 2 villagers and an Aben, and he has Tabot here, which increases the mountain amount of coin. It adds 1,000 back in. And there's a few various things here that are a little bit different that I haven't really seen Ethiopia that recently myself. We've got a food gathering upgrade, gold gathering upgrade here as well. Many, many things. And we can see Swisher Guts over here going for the Fatorius card, of course, and already being able to age up with a nice 10-10. Really quick age up, going for the Philosopher Prince. It's going to be going for a quick age up there, very nice. And let's see if Swisher actually goes for water here. He has got the 10-10 Otto deck enabled here. We can see we've got some interesting cards. Passage to Nippon, which is the Ronin mercenaries, 5 of those bad boys. And we can see a lot of units packed in age 3 here. So let's go back to Nagatoro, because I kind of want to focus mostly on Nagatoro here. Is going to be aging up very shortly. Let's just sort the deck out. There it is. Going to be getting that 800 food very, very shortly. Aging up on 16 population. A little bit different to Hausa. Hausa's normally 14, 15. So 16 for Ethiopia. That's because of the Aben, I believe. And we can see, if we just have a look quickly at the vision, I believe, yeah, Mountain Monastery has been put all the way over here. In transition, going to be going for the Axes, very standard, and going to go for the Habesha age up here. Now, I've got to say, I'm not too sure what all the age ups are for Ethiopia, honestly. Hausa, I'm more well equipped now because I've been playing them a lot. Ethiopia, not so much. Let's see what the Habesha is going to provide, and let's see how Nagatoro plays this. Looks like the majority of vills are going to be going over to wood in transition, and yeah, looks pretty sort of standard, you could say, as things go. And this is really nice, the monastery position here. I really recommend when you have the monastery, don't put it on your coin mine right near your TC. Put it further out, because the monastery provides insane amount of vision. And also, this is kind of an unusual mine to go for. One that Swisher Guts probably wouldn't think first is where his Aben is gathering from. So that's also something to bear in mind as well. We can see Swisher Guts. Hang on a minute. What is this? What is this madness? We see the most aggressive town centre that I think I've ever seen from a port player. That is probably the closest you can get it. Let's have a look at his vision right now. And I don't believe, yes, hang on a second. Nagatoro, no, has not spotted it at all. He's just about to get into the next age here. And the Habesha is going to provide a camp builder and the mountain monastery. And of course, he's going to get some chests of coin. And boom, he's going to go for 4 villagers immediately here. So pretty much it's the coin up. That's the Habesha. And immediately he's got the macro there to go for snares, which is basically your steel trap equivalent. That gives you, that costs 100 wood and 100 gold. So he's managed to get that, and now he looks like he's going for age 3. Yeah, he's going immediately here, 4 vil straight into 700 coin. Yeah, it looks like he's going for a fast fortress. And we can see Swisher Guts, however, on the other hand, is actually already, look at that, how quick was that? 5 minutes 10, getting up, and he's going for the Exiled Prince here. So he actually went for the Philosopher, which actually, I believe, gave you some cows. And now he's going for the Exiled Prince. So he went straight for Fetorius, 700 coin, straight into the age up. Boom, boom, boom. He's not going on water. And he's just put such an aggressive TC here. And is he going to try and backherd some of these deer? Is he going to try and slip in here and pull some of these deers away here? I'm not too sure. It looks like he's just got the veal currently. It looks like Nagatoro has spotted the elusive or very aggressive TC here. Absolutely crazy. And we can see he's actually gone and trained the Abans here in transition. Whilst waiting for his 700 coin to come in, he's managed to max out on his Abans. Really crucial. Abans, their gather rate of coin and influence is kind of crazy. He has changed it now to half and half. You can see. You can change that ratio here. You can see in the Mountain Monastery. Something to bear in mind. But now he's got 5 Abans on there. They are gathering coin. And hang on a minute. What is this? Nagatoro going to be, he's not best pleased about that TC. Going to be chucking down 2 rows of walls here. And I don't know if the TC fire isn't actually there for him. So he's not going to actually be able to pick that Vil off. And now going for 700 wood straight after the 700 coins. So very standard kind of play here, but hang on a second, what do we see? We see the organ guns coming out now for Swisher, and of course those 8 halberdiers. Very, very sort of potent play here. I see this a lot from Lionheart, other players that I play against as well, going for a very sort of halb organ gun push. It can be kind of crazy, and we're seeing it right in action right now. So Swisher going to be putting on a ton of pressure, going to be actually putting a real Ford barracks here as well, with that TC being absolutely here. Like, that's just absolutely mental. Like, the distance between the TCs is kind of insane. And now the Vet Halberdiers coming out. Fantastic. Going to be sieging down these walls very easily. Shotter Warriors are now coming out for Nagatoro, and he's going for the Kebra Nagast improvement. I'm not entirely sure what that is, guys. I don't actually know myself. Let me know down in the comments below what that is. I think it's pretty important. I think it's a tech that you get from the monastery, and we can see now more Shotter Warriors coming in, and the age up is now on. He went for the Issa, the Somali age up, which gets you these Issa warriors. Very, very nice warriors. Musketeer units, basically. Very, very good. And he's got another mountain monastery. He's going to be putting that further out. But you can see, actually, another TC here from Swisher as well. He's absolutely, really just confining Nagatoro here. It's really aggressive. Such a just aggressive, in-your-face kind of play here. Really, really nice. And Nagatoro is going to be going for the big boy. The Sebastopol Mortar is going to be coming out. He's got another card straight after that available to him as well. Probably, I would say, maybe go for Shottles. But it's difficult because there's a lot of halbs here. So maybe actually going for Neftenia might be a thing. But there it is, the Sebastopol coming out. It needs to do what it needs to do. Boom, takes one shot at the halbs. Halbs are going to be getting stuck in though. But the trade up is the Shottles are going to be able to get on the organs. They're absolutely undefended here. They're going to be wiped out. And Nagatoro doing a great job there, managing to back them off from the halberdiers. And yeah, Swisher, not the best there, losing those organ guns pretty darn quickly. And of course, as I mentioned, there it is, 7 Neftenia are now on the way. So Nagatoro, doing a pretty good job. He is going to start to see some Cassadors now coming out from Swisher, and we can see he hasn't actually gone on water at all on this map. It's definitely a map that you could go water on for ports, but he's gone so aggressive, and now he's going for an artillery foundry and straight in with 1,000 coins. So most likely either going to be some Culverin to deal with the... Wait, the Sebastopol's gone down, isn't it? Okay, so probably going to be going for some Falcons, I would say. And now the Shottles are underway. There are no upgrades at the moment for the Shottles. He could, I was about to say he could probably sell some, but he hasn't really got any cattle to do so. Neftenia now have popped out. Great skirmish unit, really high HP, 161. And Only a movement speed of 4 though, whereas the Cazadors have 4.5. So Neftenia are pretty damn good skirms. Neftenia's shuttle is the composition that we're seeing, and he's going to be taking down Swishergut's TP here. And what do we see? 14 Somali allies here. The Somali Issa warriors are going to be coming out. And this is going to be quite devastating. Basically, 14 musketeers are going to be coming out, and they do shadow tech, ladies and gents. I believe they shadow tech because they are mercenary units, or they're natives, sorry. Any native units automatically shadow tech with the African civs. Remember that. Very, very crucial to remember. And now it looks like Swishergut's going to go straight on top of the TC here. He's managed to actually create some organs. Sorry, not Falx. I said Falx before. He's created further organs from the foundry, and now he's going to try for round 2 of pushing Nagatoro here. Neftenia need to be a bit careful down the organ gun. Ooh, taking a couple of Neftenia, 3 of them out of that 5. And Nagatoro just waiting for that pop, I think. He's waiting for the pop of the Somali allies, and he's going to chuck those shuttle warriors straight in. They're going to have such good pathing. There it is. I think he's just going to right-click the organ guns. Yes, he is. And they're doing a great job. 1 organ gun down, 2 organ guns down, and then potentially the 3rd one is going to be going down. Look at that perfect micro there, dancing the shuttles around. And Explorer's going to be going down, and now Nagatoro in a really decent position. 4K score up, 25 Vils, Swisher on 26, and more shuttles are going to be coming in. But these Issa warriors, man, they are deadly. They have a pretty decent bonus against Cav here. You can see, and obviously shock infantry, and they're just going to be pushing forward now, doing a good job. And the shuttles are going to dance around once again. Doesn't want to really commit too much to those halberdiers, so he's just going to use them to try and draw some of the aggro. Use the Issa warriors to clear up the halberdiers as best possible. And he's going to be getting on another organ that's actually popped out there. That's going to be going down. Fantastic. And now we see further shuttle warriors coming out now for Nagatoro in his next shipment. So, yeah, it looks like a standard kind of FF here for Ethiopia. It definitely looks pretty straightforward to me. But I'm sure if I tried this in practice, it would be a lot more difficult. But it seems to be, you know, getting those 5 Abans when you're waiting for your 700 coin, maxing the Abans when you can, and then 700 coin obviously comes in, you get your macro sorted, and away you go. I don't know whether he ate some Zebu cattle to get into age 3. That's something that you can do, but he has used his final cattle here. And I'm not too sure what he used that on, whether he used that on gold. Oh no, he actually, I think he might have used it to get some gold and then train 5 Zebu cattle to get that extra trickle in, because they do get influence trickle. 5 of them now coming back. Something that to bear in mind, especially when you're playing Ethiopia. Not so much with Hauser, because Hauser gets a cattle for every shipment. Ethiopia does not. So we can see, and now look at this, a further 8 cattle and livestock coming in, really going to be cementing that eco now, feeling pretty good about himself, sieging one of the TCs, but we do see some aggro still on the top part here. Swisher going in once again for this combo. He's got another organ gun out, Cazador Haub combination, and Swisher in a bit of a sticky position, but he is going to be getting 5 Dragoons, so they're going to be coming out, trying to deal with the shuttles as best they can. And I think, you know, Nagatoro basically going for like a shuttle Neftenia kind of play here. Shuttles don't have amazing siege, so he's going to really struggle to get this TC down. He's going to be sieging that for quite a while. And there is the further cattle. Look at all these cattle here. 13 of them. And you can just see the rate of influence, guys. 0.15 per second for each cattle. You know, and he's got 13 of them. So he is getting some serious influence coming in right now. I don't know what he's going to use that on exactly. But we can see now more villagers getting queued up. And I don't think he needs to worry too much about this. He doesn't, you know, sieging the livestock market would actually be really huge for Swisher, because it means he's going to have to move his Zebu cattle. He's going to have to spend another 200 wood to build another one. We can see now Dragoons coming out from the South TC. And boom, shuttles are going to try and get stuck on this. This is really not the best trade, but you know, doesn't seem to be the backing off or the micro that much there from Swisher. But he is going to try now and see what he can do. But the shuttle's very, very fast unit. and getting the snare, and the Dragoons just can't get out of there, and he's losing nearly all of them. Organs are going to be right in the stick of it here. Shuttles once again getting past the wall of halberdiers. They're both going to go down again. So wow, like sort of mini skirmishes here, north and south. It's absolutely wild. And we can see some Issa warriors now are being trained from the native embassy. So he's going to be using that influence. Remember the influence here. There's a build limit of 10 of these, and they don't cost population. So he's going to be able to use and spend some of that influence to get some of these Issa warriors. And further, he's going once again, it's unlimited card. He's going for another 8 round of cattle here for the insane eco that he's getting. It's kind of crazy. He's going to be getting, he's going to have 20 Zebu cattle. Absolutely nuts. And his Abans have actually been kind of unaffected here. They're absolutely fine. They're doing okay. There's no issue with them. They haven't really been threatened that much. I don't even know if Swisher knows about them. He doesn't. He has no idea that they're over here. I mean, that will be quite a big play. Get rid of the monastery. But he hasn't even spotted that, to be honest. And now he's actually going for the big boy, the Armoured Pistoliers. Quite a scary card. I hate the Armoured Pistoliers for some reason. I can't deal with them, but I think you just need Shottle Warriors for this. That's all you need to try and deal with them. Nagatoro here. I mean, the base is pretty much non-existent at Swisher Guts. You know, it's all happening over at the sort of north part of the map here. I just can't get over how aggressive that TC was. That was just a monumental, it was just insane how forward the second TC was, the closest you can get it, kind of just mental really. And now we can see further, we've got Gascania on the way now. Now remember, Gascania is actually switched now to Neftenia, but the Gascania is the Musk unit, and it actually costs food and wood. Something to bear in mind. So your macros are a little bit different there. So we are going to be seeing double Neftenia now coming in. And he's got a gold mine here still, perfectly fine. Hasn't been used at all. And I think he's going to be moving some of those vills over to there. As I say, he's still got the Tablet card. That puts 1,000 coin in each monastery. So, you know, he's got 2-3 monasteries. That's basically 1,000 coin there to collect. And yeah, he needs to be careful against these Pistoliers. They do have an area of effect, I believe. Yes, they do. But he needs to be very careful. Now, going to be pushing in once again into Nagatoro's base. He has a card available. What's he going to be going for? He's going for Royal Hunters, which I believe increases the... Does that further increase gather rate? I'm not entirely sure. It might be something to do with the cattle. I don't know for certain, but he is going to be going for that. And he's going for Tigray here, which ships another RAS. And the Neftenia, look at that, gain 15% attack damage as well for the Tigray Mekonnen. There it is. And Swisher just putting a house down here. Why not? Go for it. Absolutely crazy. Basically set up his second base right outside Nagatoro here. He really needs to get this TC down. It actually hasn't been repaired. And we can see, hang on a minute, we can see Nagatoro Vills going straight over to here. He's going to be putting a TC. Manages to get his sort of worm his way through. And I'm surprised that Swisher hasn't sieged this monastery. It's right next to his TC. It's relatively quite safe. He's been pushing this so much, but he actually hasn't done anything about this. And remember, the monastery by itself gathers coin and influence, you know, and it's gathering right there. And I think he should have taken it down quite a while ago. And now we can see another influence shipment coming out. It is the Cannoneers. You can have this with the Hauser as well. 1,000 influence, 14 Cannoneers going to be coming out. Basically, Abbas gunners, right? They're going to do a great job against the organ guns. And the Neftenia are going to try and trade with the Pistolier and the Cassador. So that is the plan. Cannoneers are out. They are obviously automatically upgraded, as you can see as well. And a lot of food and wood being collected. And here we go. So they're just going to move in and just try and shoot. Look at that. Look how quick the organ guns get deleted by the Cannoneers. Their second one goes down as well. And now the Armoured Pistoliers in a little bit of a sticky situation. They're not the best on their own. They need backup. And the Cannoneers are going to push forward along with the Neftenia here. And you can see he's going to start sieging the town centre again. He's going to do it once again. He's going to really try and get that South TC down. And the score is quite evident here. He's doing, Nagatoro doing a great job, 7k up in score. Ethiopia does have slightly inflated score, so just bear that in mind. We do have 46 Vils, Swisher on 44, so it's not terrible, but remember he does have Abans. And I don't know if Abans are classed as villagers. I don't believe they are. But look at all this Zebu cattle, man. He's got so much food available to him. It's actually insane. Thousands and thousands worth of food. And he can just trade coin if he needs to. It's kind of insane. I would probably eat a couple of Zebu right now. He really doesn't have any food. He's transitioning. I'd probably eat a couple. And he doesn't want to lose these Vils. Oh, one, maybe two. Yes, two going down. That was a bit reckless there. The villagers just standing around here, not too sure what is going on. Swisher needs to get his Vils out. And no one has gone on water at all yet, which is kind of crazy. We do see Musketeers now coming out from Swisher for the first time, not upgraded. So he's going to need to get those upgrades in, because those Neftenia and Cannoneers are absolutely going to wreck the Musketeers, for sure. Kind of an interesting one to go for, considering looking at the unit comp right now. Going Musketeers into that is possibly the worst thing you can do. He is now going for the Age 2 Cannoneers. So he's gone for the 14. He's now going for the Age 2. And remember, they Shadow Tech, because then their mercenaries or natives automatically Shadow Tech. So now they've come out, look, they're exactly the same stats as the other one. He has 18 Cannoneers, but there are a lot of organ guns here. He needs to get those Cannoneers on the organ guns if he can. Two of them have gone down. Shottles are going to try and help and see what they can do. Boom, third one goes, and we just have one left. But a lot of damage has been done. Cannoneers taking some serious damage here. Swisher Guts doing a pretty darn good job here. A lot of them are going to be going down, and that is a decisive cleanup. However, it looks like, finally, over this side, Nagatoro has made the decision to go onto water. So he's starting to get some boats out now to try and improve his eco further. But look at that influence gather rate. Can we just talk about that? He's still got 15. Oh my God. That is the worst thing. Get them out of there right now, because if he managed to capture those Zebu cattle, that would have been huge. He does actually manage to grab two of them. Look at that. 1,000 food he's managed to grab. And that is one of the crazy things about the livestock market. If you lose it, and if you're not in a decent enough range, your opponent can just steal your cattle, which is absolutely huge for Africa here, for African civs. You do not want to lose your cattle. Swisher Guts managing to nab just two there, but two is plenty. Oh, hang on a minute. Vils coming back over, managing to grab one Zebu cattle. Is it going to get converted again? No, the Vils just going to take it down, and they're actually going to start to eat it now. Wow, there we go. So 1,000 food is going to be coming out to Swisher now. He's really going to be happy with that. But look at the amount of wood being collected by Nagatoro here. It's kind of crazy. 1,000 wood he's currently on. And hang on a minute. Is he? I thought we already went for that card. Maybe he cancelled it. Okay, so he is now going for the Tigray Mekonnen, which is the Neftenia upgrade. A nice little Neftenia upgrade, and you get another Explorer. Just why not? Another Explorer. Let's do it. Betengenkomelo, indeed. So I think he should probably go for hand infantry combat here. I think he really needs to buff his shuttles as best he can. He hasn't really gone for javelins or anything like that, so I think just going for the shuttles upgrade sounds like the best thing. He is now going to be getting artillery. It's going for the imported cannons from the palace, and you can see what that does is it enables you to make falconets and culverins and also mortars in Age 4, along with the little bombards that you can actually make as well, and obviously the Sebastopol. But what I think is crazy is the amount of influence he is getting in. You can see it. And these Falks, they cost 500 each. So he can easily, potentially, get nearly 4 Falks out. And if he wants to do that, that'll be probably one of the best things that he could do. Or maybe going for Falk and Colv together. That could be an option. But no, he is going to be queuing those Falks. They're going to be coming in. And he's got a decent eco now. Look at these fishing boats. I love the African docks. I just really like the look of them. They're really cool, especially the Ethiopia ones. They look really, really nice. And you can see the fishermen there doing what they need to do. And the composition has completely changed now, Swisher Guts. He was going for a kind of halberdier, sort of a Cazador organ. Now he's kind of switched to just a full musk with organ guns. So it looks like all Nagatoro needs to really do is, yeah, look, what do we see? We see 2 heavy cannons coming in for Swisher. He's actually got into age 4. I didn't even see that. He is in age 4. And look at these shuttles actually running around. Going to be able to get the catch here on that TC. That's absolutely huge. And they're going to be running around trying to cause all kind of havoc for Swisher here. Swisher, on the other hand, is going to do a counter-offensive. He's going to be pushing in. 3 Falcons here are going to be able to take these 2 heavy cannons out. However, there's nothing to protect these Falcons. This is really unfortunate. They are going to be going down, but hopefully they can try and do as much damage as they can. Nagatoro here isn't actually creating anything. He's collecting so much wood. I don't know what it's for. Maybe there's some kind of grand scheme for it. I'm not too sure. But now finally the Neftenia are going to be coming back, trying to see what they can do. But damn, what is this wood for? Like, what is it for? I mean, I know that he's creating fishing boats, but I mean, come on. We do now see, yep, the hand infantry combat. That's what I said. Probably the best thing to go for to really buff the shuttles. And we do see the shuttles now just, once again, just sieging a TC. I think all the Vils are pretty much in there, though. So Swisher is actually in a bit of a predicament. We can see, look at Nagatoro here, all the way over the other side of the map, getting decent map control. But what do we see? We see Swisher pushing in for like the 15th time in this game. So many more organs coming in. So much gold on these organs. 300 each. And he is going to be picking off a few Vils on the gold mine there. And yeah, he definitely needs to get his shuttles back. We can see another palace is going to be going down now to guard this gold mine. But the shuttles are just still here. They're not doing anything. They're sieging, but not very effectively. And honestly, I don't know what Nagatoro can do here. I still don't understand this collection of wood. I'm sure maybe there's someone in chat that can let me know what is going on here, but I just feel this much wood collection is kind of unusual, and I just think maybe that's all he can do. But he is going to be trying to get some of these Shotto warriors to come in here, but TC is going to go down. Swishergut's doing some decent damage here, and he's going to be taking on the racks now as well. They've got some shuttles in there, and it looks like he's rebuilding. He's rebuilding all of his base here. He's got 3 war camps going down. He has got the wood to rebuild, so that's very handy. And it looks like potentially he's going to be going to age 4. I'm getting that feeling. He's not really creating any units. He's got a decent macro here on his food and gold. And he has got some shuttles here, and his Neftenia still are going to be getting a few picks off of the Vils. But what an insane game. Like, everyone is everywhere right now on the map, you know? Like, Swishergut's coming in with that insane kind of push and aggressive TC at the start of the game. Now we have Nagatoro expanding on the sort of south part of the map, also going on to water, as we can see here as well. And yeah, it's just kind of insane. A lot of, oh my god, this is huge. This is huge. Has he actually managed to get these? He has. Swisher actually has all of the cattle. This is a kind of a big problem. I think he's probably just going to kill all of this cattle. Potentially, he does not want to give it back to Nagatoro. He will just kill them if he can. And off they go. He's just going to take all of these cattle with him. Swisher got 13 Zebu cattle. And he's just going to try and hide them all here. I don't know whether he's... I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't want to kill them, but on the other hand, I probably would need to. But he has got them. This is the worst case scenario for Nagatoro here. He's going to be losing out on that influence, the influence that you can get from them. Also the trade value, being able to trade them up for, you know, wood or gold, which is really, really crucial. And he's gonna try and fight him on this. And we do now see that is Nagatoro. He actually hasn't got into the next stage. I thought he was going to. I don't know whether he did and the TC went down, but it looks like he's not. And now he's pushing in with some Geskenia. Very, very strong units. Look at the damage they do to these vet Hus. It's vet musketeers. It's absolutely insane. They're pretty much the same level, but look at the damage. We've got 30 base damage versus 27. We've got slightly better range on them as well. And we can see he is just killing all the cattle. He's just going for it. He's just trying to take as much of this as he can from Nagatoro here. I still cannot believe that he lost all of his Zebu cattle. But there is the GG from Swisher Guts, unfortunately. But, I mean, what an absolute insane game. You know, we had the really super aggressive town centre coming out here so close to the first, and then the third one locking down the south part of the map here to really constrict Nagatoro. Him managing to actually get away, managing to actually put a dock down and then expand himself, and on top of that being able to then, you know, actually not go age 4 and instead just make a bunch of Gascania. Losing his Zebu though, which was huge. Lost 13 Zebu, was captured by Swisher Guts there, but unfortunately it was not enough. And I've actually just noticed Nagatoro going for a TC on this side of the map as well. Kind of mental, insane game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Nagatoro, if you are watching, please reach out to me because, as I mentioned, you pretty much play all the civs that I'm either playing or want to play. And of course, you are, you know, very high up there on the ladder at the moment. I think you're ranked 12 at the moment as I'm casting this video. So of course, if you are around, please reach out to me. It would be great to get your views and also, you know, some help around the civs. It'll be fantastic. Swisher Guts, you know, you played fantastic. There was a difference in rank, to be fair. I know you're around sort of the 90th position on the ladder at the moment, but fantastic game, great aggression throughout, action throughout. It was absolutely awesome. So guys, if you really enjoyed this, let me know down in the comments below, of course, and we can have a very quick look at the economy difference there because of the monasteries, because of the Zebu cattle, because of the fishing boats as well. And we can just see the resource gather rate here as well, pretty much always above. It's kind of insane eco-civ Ethiopia. But there we go, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below if you're going to give Ethiopia a go, you're going to give Ports a go, maybe what issues you have around playing against them, playing them, all that good stuff. And of course, I'll catch you in the next video or the next stream. Catch you later, guys. Bye.